Los Angeles, the city of angels, the dream factory. For a century, this sprawling metropolis on the edge of the Pacific has been the ultimate destination for the American imagination. It is the city where you come to be someone else. It is the city of Hollywood glamour, of Beverly Hills mansions, of endless summer and palm trees swaying against a technicolor sunset. It is the engine of global culture, a place where a waiter can become a movie star and a garage inventor can become a billionaire. But in 2025, the dream is over. If you drive down Sunset Boulevard today, past the gated communities and the luxury hotels, and you keep driving until the pavement cracks and the tents appear, you will find a different kind of movie playing out. It is not a romance, it is not a comedy, it is a disaster film, and the extras are real people. We are standing at the epicenter of the American collapse. We are looking at a humanitarian catastrophe so vast, so entrenched, and so expensive that it defies logic. Welcome to Los Angeles Homeless Crisis 2025, inside America's largest homeless apocalypse. Today, we are going to take a journey through the sprawling geography of despair. We will walk the 50 blocks of Skid Row, the containment zone that has become a city within a city. We will investigate the Mad Max caravans of broken down RVs that line the boulevards of the San Fernando Valley. We will descend into the concrete channels of the Los Angeles River to find the hidden tribes living underground. And we will ask the question that every Angelino is asking: where did the billions of dollars go? This is the uncomfortable truth about the end of the Western frontier. To understand the scale of this, you have to look at the numbers. But numbers numb you. So let's look at the geography. Los Angeles is huge, and the homelessness here is not confined to a single neighborhood like in Vancouver or Philadelphia. It is everywhere. It is a blanket that covers the entire basin, but the heart of the darkness is, and always has been, Skid Row. We start our journey at the corner of 5th and San Pedro. This is the nickel. For 50 years, this area has been the dumping ground for the city's unwanted. But in 2025, Skid Row has evolved. It is no longer just a place for the down and out, it is a fortress. Walking down San Julian Street is an assault on the senses. The smell of urine, fentanyl smoke, and rotting garbage is so thick you can taste it. The sidewalks are impassable. They have been colonized by massive tent structures, some 2 stories high, built with pallets and tarps, tapping into streetlights for electricity. We met a man named Old School. He's lived on the row for 20 years. He sat in a wheelchair, guarding a pile of bicycle parts. It used to be you could find a spot, he told us, his voice rasping over the sound of boomboxes and sirens. Now, you gotta pay rent for the sidewalk. The gangs run the blocks now. You want a tent on San Pedro? You pay the tax. It's gentrification of the gutter. This is the new reality of Skid Row in 2025. It is organized. It has a hierarchy. The drug trade here is open and industrial. Fentanyl and meth have replaced crack cocaine as the currency of the street. And because the police have largely retreated to the perimeter, enforcing a containment strategy, the laws inside the zone are the laws of the jungle. But Skid Row is just the beginning. The crisis has metastasized. We drove west, towards the ocean, to Venice Beach. Once the bohemian heart of LA, famous for its boardwalk and bodybuilders, Venice is now the front line of the RV crisis. In Los Angeles, a car is essential. And when you lose your home, your car becomes your lifeboat. But what happens when that lifeboat sinks? We found miles of RVs parked along the boulevards. These aren't vacation vehicles. They are zombie RVs, burnt out, covered in graffiti, leaking sewage into the storm drains. We knocked on the door of a 1,985 Winnebago parked near Lincoln Boulevard. A woman opened it. Her name is Maria. She lives there with her 2 children and her husband. Inside, the heat was suffocating. We work, Maria told us. My husband does drywall. I clean houses. We make $4,000 a month, but a 2-bedroom apartment in this neighborhood is $3,500, plus first and last. We can't do it, so we bought this for $2,000. Maria represents the working homeless of Los Angeles. They are the invisible majority. They aren't screaming on the street corner. They are showering at Planet Fitness, dropping their kids off at school, and praying their home doesn't get towed. And the tow trucks are coming. The city has launched a crackdown on RVs. They call it Pathway to Housing. But for the people in the RVs, it feels like a confiscation of their last asset. If your RV gets towed, you are on the pavement. And once you are on the pavement, the slide into addiction and madness accelerates. But some people choose to hide even deeper. We descended into the Los Angeles River, the famous concrete riverbed that winds through the city. Down here, hidden from the street view, are the river people. We walked miles along the concrete banks, under the massive freeway overpasses. Here, we found entire villages. People have dug caves into the dirt embankments. They have built elaborate camouflage shelters. We met a man named Jinx. He was fishing in the trickle of water that runs down the center of the channel. Up there, he pointed to the street 50 feet above, they sweep you. They throw your tent in the trash truck. Down here, they forget about us. We have our own mayor. We have our own rules. But the river is dangerous. When it rains in LA and in 2025, the storms have been violent, the river fills up in minutes, flash floods sweep away entire encampments, washing people out to sea. It is a high-stakes gamble. Live in the hidden danger of the river or the visible danger of the street. Why is this happening in the richest state in the richest country? It isn't a lack of money. In the last 5 years, Los Angeles has approved billions of dollars in bond measures. Proposition HHH, Measure H. Taxpayers voted to tax themselves to fix this. So, where is the money? This brings us to the homeless industrial complex. In Los Angeles, building affordable housing has become a racket. The cost to build a single unit of supportive housing in LA has reached nearly $800,000. That is not a typo. $800,000 for a small apartment? The bureaucracy, the consultants, the environmental reviews, the lawsuits, it all eats the money. By the time a shovel hits the ground, years have passed. And in those years, 10,000 more people have fallen onto the street. We attended a city council meeting. The anger in the room was palpable. Residents are furious. Business owners are furious. Homeless advocates are furious. Everyone feels betrayed. The city's latest program, Inside Safe, involves moving people from encampments into motels. It cleans up the street for a while, but we investigated the motels. We found people living in isolation, without services, eventually getting kicked out and returning to the exact same tent spot they left 6 months ago. It is a billion-dollar game of musical chairs. And looming over all of this is the culture of Los Angeles itself. LA is a city of image. It is a city that sells a dream. And the presence of the homeless shatters that dream. So the response is often one of aesthetics. Clean up the Oscars red carpet route, sweep the area around the Super Bowl stadium. We watched a sweep in Echo Park. It was a military operation. Police in riot gear, sanitation trucks, fences going up. They cleared the park. It looked beautiful afterwards, but we followed the people who were displaced. They didn't vanish, they just moved 2 blocks over into the underpass, into the alley. The apocalypse isn't going away, it is just being shuffled around. There is a spiritual toll to living in a city like this. You drive your Tesla past a person dying of exposure. You eat your $50 brunch while a woman screams at invisible demons on the sidewalk. You learn to look away. You learn to numb yourself. The tragedy of Los Angeles is not just the suffering of the unhoused, it is the hardening of the hearts of the housed. We ended our journey at the Griffith Observatory, looking down at the lights of the city at night. It is a breathtaking grid of gold and white stretching to the horizon. It looks like a galaxy. But we know what is down there now. We know that in those shadows, in the cracks of that golden grid, there are 70,000 human beings fighting a war for survival. Los Angeles is a warning. It is what happens when a society stops building housing. It is what happens when mental health care disappears. It is what happens when a city becomes a luxury product that its own citizens can no longer afford. The city of angels has fallen, And picking it up will take more than money. It will take a miracle. Thank you for watching this investigation into the Los Angeles crisis. This is the biggest story in America, and we are just scratching the surface. If you believe that we need to hold our leaders accountable for this failure, please asterisk this video. It helps us break through the noise. And please, subscribe to America's Uncomfortable Truth **. We will continue to document the reality of our nation. Leave a comment below. If billions of dollars didn't fix this, what will? Stay safe, look out for your neighbors, and never stop demanding the truth.